Hey, hey! Welcome back to Tuesday Night Treasures here at Old Town Burleson Geek Out in Old Town Burleson. I am your favorite bearded hero, Charles, and we are here to go over new cool collectibles and toys and Marvel Comics, Boom Studios, Image Comics, all your independents, and who didn't always want Batman's grappling gun? Guess what? If you want one, you can get one here at Geek Out. They're super cool. Anywho, so that's enough of the playing with the grappling gun because we got too much cool stuff to show you tonight. Got a lot of things that we got in this week, comic wise, and this Saturday is Free Comic Book Day. So you want to know what that means? It means all you have to do is come through these doors, and I'll give you 3 comics just for walking through the doors. We'll go over some of the special deals we're going to have this weekend. Also, on top of just the Free Comic Book Day stuff. And so without further ado, let's get to it. So we're going to start with the Marvel Comics, and then we're going to roll into the Independents. And then after we do the Independents, we are going to talk about Free Comic Book Day stuff, then some collectibles, and some books. We do have some new books in, including a significant boost to our children's section. Lots of cool stuff came out for the kiddos this week too. So first and foremost, we got Avengers Forever number 5 with that cool 60th anniversary Spider-Man cover. Next, you got Black Panther Legends number 4 with that Fantastic Four cameo in those. Next, we have beautiful Alex Ross cover, Iron Man number 19, The Final Enemy. Very cool. How pretty is that? I personally am Team Cap 100% all the way, but it's just beautiful whenever Alex Ross does Iron Man stuff. Everything he does is pretty. But Marauders with that relaunch a couple weeks ago. Oh, shut up, Siri. Number 2. Marauders number 2. Next, Maestro World War M issue 3. Next, I love this cover. It's a variant, but it should be the primary. We got Spider-Man 2099 Exodus Alpha. So if you are old enough or just collect enough stuff to remember the 2099 era from the mid-90s, all of the number ones for 2099 had this cool like gold edging on them, and they came in like a regular and a foiled version. So the variant of the homage character from the original 2099. And you got this other cool cover that has Ghost Rider and good old 2099 on it. And then this very pretty cover, same thing, for Spider-Man 2099 Exodus. And then that's the 30-year logo for Venom, so I guess this is the Venom variant. Anyway, next, kind of like DC likes to overload us with bats, Marvel sometimes likes to overload us with spiders. Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Look at just the 90-ness of that. Okay, I'll get Braden the Black Panther. So just the Ben Reilly Spider-Man, the 1990s, just looks straight out of the old 90s cartoon that we all watched on Fox Kids back in the 90s, if you're old enough to remember that. Next, we got a second printing of Spider-Gwen Gwenverse number 1. Really cool cover. That was a really cool run right there. So Gwenverse. Next, talking about Star Wars Crimson Reign. That story arc's still going strong. I don't know how much longer they got in it, but this is the main Star Wars book, issue 23 in the Crimson Reign series. So there is Star Wars Crimson Reign, which I think is on issue 3. The next one's going to be 4. But they also have a tie-in for Vader and Dr. Aphra. So everybody's in, all the Star Wars books are in this Crimson, and Bounty Hunters. All the Star Wars books are in this Crimson Reign outside of the Adventures and High Republic stuff. All of the main Star Wars books, I say main Star Wars, but this is Star Wars, issue 23 in the Crimson Reign story arc. They didn't make it easy. Next, we have all waited for this moment. The return of Space Jesus. Star Wars Obi-Wan, issue number 1. we've got this cover. You've got Ewan and Classic. Sorry, it's late. It's been a long day. Don't remember his name right now. Next, we've got the Peach Momoko cover. Got some Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon going on with young Padawan Anakin. Peach Momoko's covers have just been getting better and better. My mic is breaking up, Grace. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is everything good? All right. And we've got this Old Man Obi-Wan cover. Very cool. And then the 1 in 10 photo cover. And you get that Revenge of the Sith era photo of Mr. Ewan McGregor. You said my signal might be bad. Let me check. Looks like we should be okay. That's weird. I'm still breaking up. Let's check our signal real quick, because sometimes that happens. Sorry for the everything was working just fine earlier. See if that helps it. All right. Sorry for the close-up from my ugly mug. Let's see if that does better. We just recently upgraded our signals, our service here at Geek Out, so some of the stuff should be running better, but some of the stuff is a little bit different. So let's see. Hey, Kayla. I hope your road trip's going well. Venom, Lethal Protector, #1, second printing. So we got second printing of Venom Lethal Protector. First one came out. It's actually pretty fun. Going back to the fun roots. Another second printing. So we had a handful of second printings, 3 second printings, I believe, this week. Wolverine patch. The first printing of this flew off the shelves. We couldn't keep it in stock. It was gone like an hour after we opened. So got some second printings of that. And last but not least, for Marvel, giant size X-Men Thunderbird. #1. Very cool stuff. Thunderbird, underrated X-Men. Very cool stuff. All right, so that's all of Marvel. Next, we got our independents. So, new book, Archer and Armstrong Forever. Not going to pretend like I know what's going on with this one. No, my phone is not on a charger right now, but it is fully charged. So book has some really cool, like, got some Bloodsport or Bloodshot and a few different little references to all over the cover to other Image properties, which is kind of cool. Aftershock, Dogs of London, #1. Dune. This one is The Waters of Canley, #1. Not gonna lie, did the first Dune, didn't go past that. So if you're a Dune fan, though, the Dune books, I've been told, are pretty solid. They are from Boom Studios. I haven't seen much of anything that's not great from Boom yet. So, Josh, how you doing, Josh? So Boom Studios, Dune. Next, I really enjoyed The Frontiersman. It was hilarious. It was just dumb fun. This is the Lockup Special. It's a one-shot from Frontiersman from Image Comics. This is one of the big books of the year. This is probably going to end up being one of the contenders for top book of the year. Little Monsters, Jeff Lemire. This is #3, I believe. Yep, #3. Great creepy artwork, great creepy story, good stuff. Next, you got Metal Society, #1. Another one of those. It's Top Cow Image books, so I honestly don't know what's going on with this one, but new Top Cow books, new Image books, always fun, worth giving a shot. The anthology silly series, Monkey Meat, #5. So this one's been surprisingly kind of popular. Lots of stuff going. Little Monsters is really solid, Kayla. You need to check it out. I think we still have 1 and 2, a couple of issues of 1 and 2 still on the shelf. Rocketeer, The Great Race, issue 2. It's only the 40th anniversary of Rocketeer. You'd think that he's been around forever, but really he hasn't. His first issue was came out whenever I was, the year I was born. So Rocketeer is only 40 years old. Who would have thunk? It looks like it's like 70 years old. And its writing has always been in that style of 1930s kind of pulp comic. So it's kind of surprising that it's only that. TMT Ongoing, number 128. Very sad looking cover there. But TMNT, Last Ronin wrapped up last week, so it was kind of cool. So we've gotten, so the Turtle's been going really solid. Now, this is most people's most hated character in this franchise. Funnily enough, it's one of my favorites, and it's one of my son's favorites. Transformers Best of Hot Rod. My wife is probably annoyed to no end of we have Demons and Kayla, we have Demons and Little Monsters do have a very similar feel. Two very different writers, but they do have a similar feel and story. Transformers Best of Hot Rod. My wife's probably sick and tired of hearing about Hot Rod because it's mine and my son's favorite Transformer. I used to have a car that I was working on that we nicknamed Hot Rod whenever the kids were really small, so it was really cute and funny. So just Hot Rod's awesome. Underrated character. But he did get Optimus killed, and that made me cry whenever I was like 4. So, I mean, I can understand why people hate him. So, next is a very big all-ages book. Probably also going to be one of the big books of this year. Hot Rod is my stripper name, according to my wife. Check the comments. I didn't say it. She did. Scotty Young Twig. This is a very cute book. We got an ash can from it a couple of months ago, and it's a very entertaining little creature. Very entertaining book by Scotty Young. I don't know if it's a limited series or an ongoing. I think it's a limited to 6 issues right now, but with the option of picking it up. But Twig. So we've got the A cover, and then we've got a B cover, and then we've got a Scotty Young C cover, which it's funny. It's its own character, so you can't really tell that it's a Scotty Young because most of the Scotty Young covers are familiar. Like, for example, we all know what Spider-Man looks like, and that's a Scotty Young cover for Spider-Man. So, like, I suppose you can tell they're the same artist, but it's like, because it's already cute and silly, it's not so obvious that it's Scotty Young. So, but that's a really cute cover. And you got the 1 in 10 Virgin variant. So, Twig, that's really good. And the last indie for the week, one of my favorite series that's going on right now, because it's a spinoff, it's a prequel to a very ludicrous series, Willy's Wonderland number 3. The book is just as wild as the movie was. If you didn't see the movie, watch the movie. It's Nick Cage. It is Nick Cageiest. It's essentially Five Nights at Freddy's with Nick Cage, rated R. It's not kid friendly, but it's super entertaining. But yeah, so that does it for indies for this week. So let's go over cool stuff coming for Free Comic Book Day. So Free Comic Book Day is Saturday. Like I said, all you have to do is come see us, and you get 3 books just for walking through the door. If you're in costume, you get another 3 books. That's 6 books just for coming to see me and wearing a Superman shirt with a cape. If you're just wearing a Superman shirt, that's not a costume. Now, if you're wearing jeans and a Superboy shirt, that is a costume. But a Superman shirt, not a costume. If you're wearing a Batman t-shirt, not a costume. Batman t-shirt and cape, we might give you a pass. Are we taking any canned good donations? You know what? Let's work on the logistics of that. We may do that. Let's do that. Let's do non-perishable food donations. If you want to bring in unexpired non-perishable food donations, you get another 3 books just for bringing in a food donation. So we'll hype that up. So free 3 books for walking through, 3 more for walking through in costume, 3 more for donating something. How's that sound? That's $9. You come in here with a Superman shirt and a red cape on with a couple of cans of green beans, because green beans are great. And I'll give you 9 comic books just for coming to see me on Saturday. I think that's a pretty good deal. You think that's a pretty good deal? That sound like a good deal? We will also have other stipulations on free comic book day stuff. So if you, for every $5 you spend, you get another book. We'll also have huge sales. And as soon as I'm done showing you this free comic book day stuff, I'll tell you about the sales so that you'll have even more reason to come in. So let's go through this. Now, one of the cool things they do with free comic book day is there's a logo on top of all the books. Say free comic book day. All right. So every logo is a different color. It's either going to be green, blue, or red. I don't know who's on our page, but they want to see Chandler dressed like Superman with green beans. I'll make him wear a shirt and I'll let him borrow my Superman cape. I'm going to be Captain America because I'm always Captain America. It's what I do. So 3 different colors. We'll go over there as they come up. Donald Duck, for some reason, got a blue teen rating. So your 3 colors are going to be green, blah, for all ages. Blue for teen plus. Also, Super Pet's got a blue label. Whatever. And then there are going to be a few of them, not many, but a few of them will have red logos, and those are going to be mature comics. So we're going to make sure that the kiddos don't have those in their hands. Okay, so that's for the big kids. That's not for the little kids. But so let's get to it, and we'll go over some of these free comic book day comics real quick. So there's going to be a Spidey and His Amazing Friends based on that whole I think it's Nick Jr. or Disney Jr. TV show. I was going to say Nick Jr., but Nick Jr. is it's a Disney property. Spider-Man's owned by Disney. Anyway, DC League Super Pets getting a comic. Donald Duck. Max Meow, Cat on the Street. Now, what's cool about Free Comic Day is there's a lot of these like independents that are going to be smaller that might get you some extra exposure that you might actually want. And if there's any of these that we don't normally carry on the shelf and you see a Free Comic Book Day comic that interests you, then let us know and we might start carrying that. Three Stooges getting a comic book. That's a property that I haven't thought of in a long time. The Rima Chronicles, free comic book. Well, dadgummit, my phone just told me that the Stars lost game 1. That sucks. We'll get you. We'll get you back, Calgary. Anyway, Enemies is another all ages book. Now, mind you, I don't know what a lot of these are because they sent so many to us that I don't know. Anyway, there's going to be an Avatar, The Last Airbender book. I put 2 of them in my stack. Jonna and the Unpossible Monsters. That's kind of a cute book. That's been a pretty big hit. This looks fun. Fuzzy Baseball. Animals Play Sports. Sonic the Hedgehog. Always good fun time. Pokemon Journeys in traditional manga format backwards. So Pokemon Journeys. Doctor Who. You get your Doctor Who free comic book day comic and then go outside, take a picture with it in front of the TARDIS. Doctor Who free comic book day comic. Carriers, because they're pigeons. It's a green book. Captain Underpants, Dogman, and Cat Kid Comic Club. Fun stuff. That's so Scholastic has an imprint called Graphics, which is all their graphic novels, which is kind of cool. Hollow, a modern day. Hey, my name's on that. Hey, oh, it's Brandon. I thought it for a second. I said Braden. Yeah, Boyer White. I don't know who that person is, but cool. Hollow from Boombox. Boombox is the all ages imprint for Boom Studios. So if Boom Studios is firing all cylinders, Boombox also pretty solid stuff. Galaxy, the prettiest star. Now, this is the most important book of the year. Period. If you read DC, you need to come see us Saturday just to pick up one of these. And like I said, just for walking through the door, you can get one while supplies last. Dark Crisis number 0. So last week, we had last week, 2 weeks ago. Anyway, we had Death of the Justice League. Dark Crisis is the biggest story arc for DC this year. Dark Crisis number 0, free comic book day special edition, will be available on Saturday. So if you want to know what's happening in the DC universe, you need to come see me and get one of these. Now, what's even cooler is that there is a very limited number of a foil virgin variant. They are 1 in 25s. These ones are not free. They do cost $20 each. But pick up one of these, and if you're a collector, you're going to want one of these. This is the biggest book this year. And I'll tell you right now, I've already checked what they're going for. Pre-sale, $20. It's cheaper than most people are charging for them online. I only have a few of them. Very limited number. If you are a collector, you want this. Bloop. All right. Back at it. Wand Dance. Another import. And Blackguard. It's funny they kind of do this with these manga ones. All right. The Electric Black. So if you notice, now we're in the blue label stuff. So this is the teen stuff that we might not want to put in everybody's hands just for coming in, but you do want. So don't put them in the little kiddies' hands. Little kiddies, not necessarily for the small kids, but still solid books for the older kids and adults. TMNT, Free Comic Book Day 2022. It is the 25th anniversary of the Buffy TV show. Boom Studios. The current Buffy book and Vampire Slayer and Angel are all very solid. Buffy 25 Free Comic Book Day version. Street Fighter by Udon. Fun stuff. Carlos Blanca. This book was really solid. The first one that came out, Winchester Mystery House 100-Year Curse. So this is going to be a one-shot following that. That limited series. I think it was a 6-issue series. That was a really solid horror book. Best of 2000 AD. Now, there are several characters in 2000 AD, but you know what? None of them are cooler than Judge Dredd. Yeah. All right, so we just talked about the biggest book for DC setting up here. Yes. So we talked about the biggest book being set up on Free Comic Book Day for DC. Marvel, one of the biggest books, is also being set up on Free Comic Book Day. It is called Judgment Day. Eternals, Avengers, and X-Men. So AXE is going to be one of the biggest events in Marvel. Basically, the X-Men have figured out how to be immortal through cloning and various different crazy things, and that makes the Eternals mad. So the Avengers are stepping in to try to calm everybody down, I guess. But that's a very simplistic explanation of what's going on in the Marvel Universe. But yeah, Eternals mad at X-Men, Avengers trying to save the day as always and make everybody friends. But you need one of those. Equilibrium. That's kind of a creepy cover. Don't know what it's about, but looks like a scroll eating people. Who knows? If you come and see us on Free Comic Book Day and read that comic for free. Tex in the Land of Seminoles. Okay. If you like Western books, there you go. The Valiant teaser for 2022. Valiant just kind of gives you a little snippet of their big books. This one is going to be a big one if you are a Walking Dead fan. Clementine, issue 1. Clementine was the main character and protagonist of the Walking Dead video games, which existed in the Walking Dead comic universe. They even interacted with some of the traditional comic book characters, but might be a little lost if you're looking for her from the TV show. But she is a very major character. She is the main character in the comic books, which does interact with the She's the main character in the video game, which interacts with the comic books. You know what I'm trying to say. It won't always be like this. A cool coming of age, nice heartwarming story. There you go. Next, season 4 finally coming, so we get everybody back. Stranger Things, and also featuring Resident Alien, which is a very cool show on Sci-Fi. Dark Horse kind of primer. Barbaric #1 from Vault Comics. Very cool stuff. Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword from Dynamite Comics. Very cool stuff. They gave Red Sonja a blue label? That's pushing. Neverlanders. That one looks fun. It's and it is a Tom Taylor book also. So we know that Chandler will be all about that. Slice of life story. Yes, Grace. Those were the words I was looking for. Neverlanders. Some cool Neverland stuff. Battle Quest Comics, Steel Siege. This one is not technically and then Battle Quest Comics, also Nomad the Unconquerable. So this is not technically a free comic book day comic, but I was recently at a retailer summit and signed up for some cool stuff, and they sent me a stack of these to give out. So Battle Quest Comics, pretty cool stuff. Next, Bloodborne. Now, even if you don't like the movie or the video game, Bloodborne is a very cool, like the visuals, story, really solid, really story with that. And the comics have been great. The comics are beautiful. One of the best things that Titan Comics has going for it. Next, from Mad Cave, Nottingham. You see that big red banner? Do not give this to the children's. Nottingham, cool stuff. The Incal Universe. Again, another one of those cool indies that just don't know and are mature readers. So, who writes Nottingham, Grace? Nottingham is written by Hazan. I don't know Hazan, but David Hazan and Andrea Moody is the artist. So, and the art kind of has that very cool. I like the art. It's cool. It's worth a shot. And a Netflix series, which I've gotten a few episodes into, which is fun. Trece. If you haven't watched this on Netflix, it's a lot of fun. You should see it. You should watch it. But there's Comic Awesome. So that's all of the free comic book day stuff. That's all of our normal comics. So we're going to start going into some of the other cool stuff. Now, comic adjacent. We've been building our graded stuff because a lot of our customers have wanted to see more graded stuff. We got a 9.8. What if Miles Morales #1? What if Miles Morales became Captain America? This has been a really fun series. This is a #1 that you would want in your collection. The #1 Miles Morales became Captain America. They followed it up with Wolverine. Hulk is about to come out. It's a really cool series. A lot of fun. Breaking the multiverse. And Miles gets to be everybody. I think it's going to be a 6-issue. I don't know who's coming after Hulk. I think Thor is after Hulk. Next, Strange #1, graded at 9.8 also. So, gotta love these 9.8s. And Batman Killing Time #1, also rated at 9.8. So, which this is actually a really solid Batman story. I know I joke about all the Bat books, but Killing Time is actually really solid. All right, so done with those graded ones. Now we got some trade paperbacks. Star Wars High Republic, Jedi's End, Volume 3. Star Wars High Republic's been really cool. They do make it a little confusing because there's typically like 3 different High Republic books going on at one time, but this is the mainline High Republic book, issue Volume 3, Jedi's End. Next, we've got a Volume 4 of Sin City, That Yellow Bastard, which is pretty awesome. Frank Miller, very unique style in art and writing. One of the greats, one of the classics. Next, the Jotun War. Ian Stewart Sharp collected edition. The Viking verse. The Norse rule the stars with restless feet and iron will. Cool. Go big or go home in a body bag is the tagline. Got that flag raising at Iwo Jima kind of homage artwork there. Sounds fun. Next, this is one of the big Boom Studios has started doing these. I collect Absolute Editions. This is a really cool kind of a Boom's version of that. Once and Future, Volume 1. These came out about 6 months ago, and they said they're only going to do one run of these in slipcases, but they lied. They reissued it. But also, stores did get hard allocated one copy of these. So if you like one, yeah, it is pretty, Grace. There's one on our shelf. It's at the house already. The first printing. So they did bring it back, gave us a second printing of Once and Future. So that is really cool. All right, and the last trade paperback we have is Joris Bosbacker's Kisses for Jet. So this is another one of those Kisses for Jet, a coming of gender story. It is beautifully drawn. It is a story about a young transgender teen during in 1999, so pre-internet, and it's already a sensitive subject for a lot of people, and it takes a lot of strength for people to address these subjects, and even more so in the late 90s, whenever it was less acceptable than it is now. So, and a lot of people, I do know a few people that have gone through stuff like this, and it has been a very trying time for them. And so I can only imagine what people in the late 90s went through whenever it was even less acceptable to be a little bit different. But Kisses for Jet, coming of gender story, great trade paperback. Also, all right. So that wraps up trade paperbacks for right now. For today. Next, we've got books, like the ones with words and not pictures. This one, we've got Zombicide Invader Planet Havoc. In space, everyone screams. Zombicide is a very popular tabletop game, and it has lots of lore that goes into it. Planet Havoc is going to be that. Next, Criminal Macabre, the complete Cal McDonald stories by Steve Niles. Great murder mysteries. Steve Niles did some really cool stuff. And this one has an introduction by John Carpenter. So if that doesn't get your gears grinding, so there you go. Or get your gears going. Grinding's bad, going's good, whatever. It's late. Next, Heavy Metal presents. You didn't know Heavy Metal was still around, did you? Well, it is. Heavy Metal presents Arena Mode by Blake Northcott. Superhumans live among us, but none of them want to save the world. There's not much to save. Seas are rising, income gap is widening, and all of the rich live in Manhattan's shimmering mega towers. So how is this different from now? Blow in the Fringe. Matthew Moxon has done virtually nothing with it. Yeah. So cool stuff. Heavy Metal, futuristic, sci-fi, cyberpunk, like dystopian stuff. Awesome. Now, the last book is more of a kind of a picture book, but this is some nostalgia bait that I will attempt to not take home. Jurassic Park, the original Topps trading cards. So I flipped through this earlier. It's so cool. Like the wrapper, like the book, the dust jacket is like the waxy paper that used to go over the cards. So it looks like the box. But literally you got some like introduction, and then after that, like all of the pages are like, so I like the way they numbered them, because like this page is the actual card and you can read the back of the card at the same time. It's super cool. It's the entire set. It's pure nostalgia bait. It has the holographic cards, the holographic in 1992. It has all of the series of cards. Knight of the Spinner. Cool. It even has a few cards in the back. So this is pure nostalgia bait. If you love Jurassic Park, then this is just, it even looks like it's I love it. It's ridiculous. That's all the books for this week. We'll have more books soon. We'll be doing an order of books very soon to add. Plus, we're going to have some new upcoming stuff coming. So look for the book section to expand even more. Well, the space is the same, but we're going to, anyway, more books. So manga time. Kingdom Hearts 3. So Kingdom Hearts 3, Volume 2. So the manga of the video game, the manga of the third game, Volume 2. All right. Scarlet Letter. We've discussed these manga classics, how ridiculous it is that they're so close to the actual like novels that people use them to take tests in high school, apparently, and they pass, which is cool. Made in Abyss. And if it comes in shrink wrap, yep. Parental Made in Abyss. Issue 10, Volume 10. Don't know what it's about. Not even going to pretend. But it does have that parental warning label. And if they put a parental warning label on manga, definitely keep it out of the kiddo's hands. Next, this one's a little bit more kid-friendly, though. Boruto. Naruto Next Generation. Boruto's Kiddo 14. Boruto number 14. And last but not least for the manga, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Elma's Office Lady Diary. Okay. That's volume 5. Fun stuff. All right. Now, I promised you kid books. So we're going to get some kid books. Let me shuffle these a little bit just because I like to kind of keep some kind of semblance of order. The guy who stacked these up and organized them really needs to analyze what he's doing with his life. Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. Never mind. All right. So you like Spider-Man? Spider-Man Pocket Expert. Become an expert on Spider-Man. All the little just silly like details and facts about Spider-Man and all his friends and enemies. Scaredy Nutty Adventures. Scaredy Squirrel in a nutshell. Fun stuff. Random House Kids. Apparently, it is not suitable for germs named Gary. I don't know any germs named Gary, but it's not suitable for him. So, really cool series, the Screen Comics series. So, you have like cartoons and stuff, and they make it so The Cuphead Show. Handle with care. Avatar, The Last Airbender. Zuko finds his way. Star Wars, The Bad Batch. Hunted. And Star Wars The Mandalorian, The Rescue. So, just straight up pictures from the show with, so it's the end of last season. So, cool thing about the end of last season. Me and my wife went to high school with a very cool guy named Matt Rigetti. And he is the body double for Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian. So, my friend from high school is Luke Skywalker. How freaking cool is that? Anyway, and they still superimpose Mark Hamill's face on it. But the body is our friend from high school, which I think is awesome. All right, next, we got some of these little floppy books. We got another Minecraft book. Now, the Minecraft ones are cool. Mobs of Minecraft. I Survived a Skeleton. These ones are cool because they come with little, like, punch-out things in the back of the book. You get to build your own skeleton. Next, Batman. King Shark Takes a Bite. It has over 30 stickers. And there's nothing parents of small children like more than stickers. They're great. If you have small children, stickers. Next, we have some step into readings. Step 3. So these step into reading books are really cool. So step 1 is ready to read, and it's preschool and kindergarten. And it's mostly pictures with a few easy words. Then you got Ready for Help, preschool to grade 1, and it has more complicated sentences. Step 3, which is this book, reading on your own. And it's easy to sound out words. Step 4, reading paragraphs. And step 5, ready for chapters. So if you are trying to get your kiddos to learn reading, these Step into Reading books are great. So just look for that banner. But Cuphead Show, welcome to Inkwell Isle. Step into Reading volume, it's step 3, Justice League, Black Adam Strikes, which is going to be cool because there's a Black Adam movie coming up soon. The Rock. Yeah, I have 2 copies of that. Next, who, as a small child, did not love seeing that? Golden Books. Now, cool thing is, little golden books, there's lots of Star Wars, or lots of Disney ones now. So everything gets to be a little golden book. We got Hercules. We got Star Wars, The Legend of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sure, why not? Pop, The Office, Counting with Office Supplies. I don't know if I want. I don't. I'll be honest. I know Dwight and Michael. I don't know if they're the people I want teaching my children, but you know what? It's fun. The Mighty Thor, Goddess of Thunder. Very cool story, teaching about Jane Foster Thor before Love and Thunder comes out later this year. And Lightyear. He's got a kitty cat. Buzz Lightyear. All right, so that's all the books. All the picture books, all the story books, all the graded books. So now we get to get into the cool collectibles. So we'll do the statues first. Very cool Captain America bust. Awesome detailing. Very pretty. I have too many Captain America statues, according to my wife. So he will not come home with me. He's coming home with me. She won't notice there's so many of them on the shelf already. But very cool Captain America. No, I'm just kidding. If you want one, come get one. He's cool. Next. Now I'm gonna have to. I know my wife. She's still watching. She's gonna definitely want one of these because her favorite artist is Scotty Young, and she absolutely loves this. And Devlin, if you're watching, yes, I got several of them, so I know you want one. One of our former team members here, Devlin, literally has this tattooed on the back of his leg, so we know he's gonna want one. Very cool Scotty Young Nightcrawler statue. And one more Scotty Young statue, Gamora. Very cool. She looks like she is done with your shit. All right. Now. Did you ever have that thing that you really wanted as a kid that your parents wouldn't get for you because it was just dumb according to them, and you absolutely needed it? Well, it's a turtle blimp. Blows up to 30 inches long. It is a reissue of the original Playmates toy turtle blimp. It actually is inflatable. You can hang it from the ceiling. It has a few improvements in strength and sustainability. But it's turtle blimp. Even has nifty patch kit included, steering controls, cockpit seat, air to ground landing gear, turbine thruster, rapid deployment bundles, and an easy grip handle with flight fins and mounting support, which basically just means little things you can hang from. So we have one of these. Super cool. This is probably it's just awesome. But where would you be? What good does a turtle blimp do? An original reissue of the 1980s turtle blimp. What good does that do you? Oh, and I will say this. Props to Nickelodeon for on these reissues, because they've reissued several Ninja Turtle things, not slapping the Nickelodeon logo all over it. They slapped the original packaging, and they did creep in a Nickelodeon logo on the bottom where you won't see it because they own all the rights to the turtles now. But I think it's awesome that they didn't slap the Nickelodeon logo on it, so it looks like the original packaging. But what good is a turtle blimp unless you have Raphael to jump off of it, Leonardo to tell Raphael, don't jump off of that, Donatello to drive them all around because he's the only one who knows how to do anything, and Michelangelo to go as he jumps off of it. Same thing. Re-releases of all of the classic molds to include these goofy little like stands for all of your weapons. All of them have their goofy stands and all, and they just, I mean, this is just pure nostalgia. Like, thanks Nickelodeon, nostalgia bait. I mean, I've been watching Nickelodeon for 40 years now, so whatever. And you know, if you're afraid of heights and you don't like flying, you can use the party wagon and drive around. Same thing. Reissue all the original stickers, the graphics, parts, couple of little strengthened pieces so they don't break as easy as they did in the 90s, or the 80s. But otherwise, same thing from whenever I was a kid. So now you can get a turtle wagon and a turtle blimp and turtles, and you can play with your kids the way you would play with your friends whenever you were a kid. Or just get them for your kids. Whatever. Promise we're almost done here. All right. So, Funko, all we got left is some Funko Pops. Funko has been doing, instead of movie versions or cartoon versions, they've been doing comic versions of Ninja Turtles. The old Laird and Eastman versions. So we got Casey Jones. Super cool. Comic accurate Casey Jones. Gotta love him. But what's cooler than comic accurate Casey Jones in his red t-shirt? A limited edition black and white chase of Casey Jones. And who's cooler than Casey Jones? The answer is nobody. But Shredder's a pretty cool bad guy. But what's cooler than a comic accurate classic Shredder? Bet you can guess. A black and white chase. We lucked out. So I ordered a whole bunch of Donatellos and got a chase of the Donatello. So I ordered a whole bunch of Raphaels. No chase. Only regulars. But I got chases for Shredder and for Casey Jones in hand. You want them, come see me. Now, chases are a little bit more expensive than the regular ones, but chases for a reason. They're harder to get. So, chase Casey Jones, chase Shredder, and the regulars. Very cool stuff. That's all the Ninja Turtle nostalgia bait for today. Next, but it's not all the nostalgia bait, because I mean, there's got to be more nostalgia bait, right? Because that's what we do. We're nerds. Follow your nose. Fruit Loops. I don't know who came up with these box ideas, and it's kind of, is your brains the Fruit Loops, and are you eating them? You have a spoon and you have a bowl of your brains and your guts. Are you eating yourself? Are you a cannibal? I don't know who came up with that idea. It's kind of wacky. No one is a pop like Gaston. Sorry, that was gonna be funnier, but it's yeah. My favorite Christmas movie, Gremlins. It's a gremlin with 3D glasses. He's cool. He's watching Snow White, Seven Dwarfs before he gets blowed up. Gremlins, best Christmas movie, one of the best horror movies. And it's a family movie, all in one. How you do that? Who knows? Next, are you a fairy tale fan? If you are, I got Mavis Vermillion. Now, again with the nostalgia bait. If you are a Pokemon and you want to be the very best, you got to catch a Lucario. You got to catch a Sylveon. And, well, Mr. Fruit Loop has 1 spoon, but this is Mr. 2 Spoons. Alakazam. Is he Mr. Yep, 2 spoons. That's right. Abra is sleeping with 1 spoon. Kadabra is upright. And Alakazam got 2. Anyway. So, 1 more pop figure left. And he's going to creep on you. 10-inch Michael Myers. Freaking cool. Everybody needs a giant Michael Myers to stab him. Arr! And with that, it's all the cool shit I got this week. But, and all of this stuff will be available for sale tomorrow, except for the free comic book day stuff. That's Saturday. But it's not even for sale. All you got to do is come see me and do some stuff, and you get free stuff. So, once again, we open at 11 a.m. on Saturday. It is free comic book day. We look forward to seeing you there. Please come see us on Saturday. There are going to be deals. So, I promised you deals to tell you what the deals were for free comic book day. So, here are the deals. For Saturday and Sunday, trade paperbacks, books, pop figures, action figures, and board games, all going to be buy 2, get 1 free. Sounds pretty cool. All back issues are going to be buy 1, get 1 free. So, there's some of those classic Gold Key horror books that you like. You get 1, get it free. You got some of those pop figures you've been hunting over. If you want to get these 3 new ones, you get 2, and Miss Sylveon is free. By Lucario and Alakazam, Sylveon's free. So, pop figures, action figures, trade paperbacks, board games. That's everything, right? I think that's everything. Should have written this down. Anyway, buy 2, get 1 free. Back issues, buy 1, get 1 free. And for every $5 you spend, you get another free comic book. So for walking in, you get 3 comics. For donating some food, some non-perishable food, so we can donate it to the local food bank, 3 more. For being in costume, 3 more. Like I said, if you come dressed as Superman with a cape and a couple of cans of green beans, 9 free comics. How cool is that? And then if you buy comics off the wall, most comics are $4 each. So if you buy 2 comics, you get a 3rd one for free. Can't beat it. But so here's the cool thing. We're always doing stuff here. So Saturday's free comic book day, and those are the deals, and that's all the great stuff. Friday night magic, as always. $5 buy-in. You get cool stuff just for winning. Saturday night, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. This week we're doing a really cool mat tournament that you can only get if you win the tournament. $5 buy-in. You get an OTS pack just for coming in. OTS packs have some good cards in them. So, and here's the thing. Free comic book day sale. It's going on Saturday and Sunday. Both days. Saturday and Sunday. Monday through next Sunday. Guess what? We're still going to be running sales. So even if you miss Saturday and Sunday, we're still going to get sales. All that stuff that was buy 2, get 1 free, it's going to go to buy 3, get 1 free. So there's still going to be huge sales. And your back issues are still going to be buy 1, get 1 free. Until next Sunday. So lots of great deals, lots of sales, lots of cool stuff. We're super stocked for y'all to come see us and take advantage of all these sales, take advantage of getting people. And people wonder, why free comic book day? Why do we give these away? It's just to encourage you to come in and read, because reading is important. We all need to read more. And if me giving you a free comic book will get you to read more, then you know what? That's a win for everybody. Because people who read, be smart, read more. But I've taken up enough of y'all's time. Reading what? Reading what? Reading what? Reading makes you smart, Grace. Reading makes you smart. Read more. Reading is fundamental. Exactly. I've taken up enough of y'all's time for tonight. I'm going to go home so I can get some sleep, so I can come back right here tomorrow and sell some more comics and collectibles and games and have a good old fun time. Thank you for spending your evening with me. I hope to see you all, if not Saturday, but sooner. And if I don't see you Saturday, then we'll see you next Monday for Monday Night Madness, Tuesday Night Treasures as always. And y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye.